What's up, fuckins? We're back for what, episode 5?
Yep.
It's good to see you guys again. And to my wonderful left here today, I have my beautiful Eddie Nelson.
What up, Skins? How you guys doing tonight?
Jan, how you
Yo
doing?
quiero.
What's going on, everyone?
That's our new guy, by the way.
Again.
Yeah, this is
Hi,
the
Sean.
second time on
I
here,
have
but
no headache today. I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the last time you were on here, we never posted that video.
And
or
we-
that so technically, it's his first time.
Yeah, it's his second time with us.
And
First
last
time
but not
recording.
least,
Allo.
his name's Fat Squall. I mean, Chris-
It's Pasquale.
oh my god. But anyways,
Hey, Tim, you got a bathroom? I got to take a piss.
Listen, son.
I'm sorry, I had to. Oh,
anyways, today we have an interesting topic for you guys today. A little bit more serious again, and we're trying to have a little actual seriousness with this one instead of us trailing off and acting like complete martards.
squirrel.
Yeah.
You mean you?
Listen to Redhead 2.0. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, leave Big Blue out of this.
No, I was talking about,
God.
I was talking about the previous Redhead.
Oh,
He had a headache. It's okay.
You killed that fish.
It's a crayfish, bitch.
It also still has fish in its name, so technically it's a fish.
You just got
What
schooled by an
classifies as a
Asian dude.
fish, Mr. Asian Man.
Fuck.
well.
Hold up. I don't want to talk about fish because you guys said Corona came from a fish market.
No, it came from a bat market. All right, so back to topic. William.
And back to topic.
Of course the Uba Duba says that.
Yeah, but never do.
Anyways, Chris, what do you think we got some serious shit to talk about today, man?
Well,
Yeah.
before we jump into that, what's everyone carrying today?
Sean, oh yeah, let's start with
Jan?
Jan,
Jan,
what
what
you
you got
carrying?
for us today?
Jan?
No
This-
machete?
Oh, yeah, you better put that.
What? A batarang and a bat wing. No, I have a P320 RXX compact made by Sig Sauer.
How long have you had that one?
Sweet sour.
Sig Sweet and Sour.
I freaking love that gun.
How long have you had that actually?
It's like 2 weeks.
No, it's
No,
been
he
about
had-
like a
He had it last time we went to the
so
range.
it's like almost a
No,
month.
almost a month.
I'm actually-
I got it.
Yeah.
Just I got it.
And it's got a Romeo 1 Pro on it. Extended mag made by Henning Tactical and a T-Rex Arms holster.
Very cool.
Sidecar.
Psycho.
So, Chris, hold on. I'm gonna switch it up again. Chris, what do you got today, bud?
Oh, well, you're just going to skip the ginger. All right. I
Which
see how
one?
it is
On
now.
body or off body?
All body.
On
body.
body. On body, my 365X because Sig came out with the 365X. So I bought the X slide with the Romeo 0 on it. And,
Actually,
yeah.
when did you get that?
The
You've
gun
had
or the
that
slide?
gun.
The gun or the slide?
The gun. When'd you get that one?
Shit, I lost count.
He's
Damn.
had that gun for a while. He just got a new slide with the optic.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking FedEx decided
Sean, what
they
are you
were going
carrying
to go
today?
through
What do you
my
got
box.
Well,
Since you haven't left the house.
Since our last interaction, since I was told I wasn't allowed back without a bougie Glock, I have recently upgraded my Glock 19. Now has a Safiri slide on it with a Trijicon RMR sight.
very cool, man.
I was
Oh,
told
yeah.
by Eddie Nelson, you can't come back unless you're bougie. And I was like, all right.
I never called him a peasant, fucking peasant. Anyway,
What you got today,
Okay.
bud? Eddie Nelson, what do you got today, bud?
I'm rocking the Glock 43X. Had a
MLS.
moment there.
SOM.
But it's
Oh,
yeah,
wait, no.
yeah, it's the MOS with a hollow broke 507K on it and a QVL tactical holster.
That 507 is
That-
better
it
than my
took me-
Sig Romeo, though.
That took me like an hour and a half to decide which one I was gonna get with Christopher and Sean on the phone.
Really, what he's saying is shout out to QVO right now.
Yeah, big
And-
shout out to QVO.
And of course, we already know what Will's carrying. Or, I mean, he's not allowed to legally carry. Sorry, never mind.
Big facts. High five.
But Will, what'd you bring in your truck today?
Wait, what,
I brought something new. I brought something new today.
what
Where-
you mean?
where's it at?
What you got?
Hold on, he's gonna go fish it out his ass real quick. Yeet!
What?
What? What is
My
Wait,
boy.
all y'all niggas knew except for me.
I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
FNX 45.
Look at you stepping up in the world.
God,
Sean, did you sell him
Is
that?
that an orange tip on there?
This is an airsoft gun, ain't it?
No,
check it.
Come
See
on.
it.
I had to have it.
Is there one in the chamber?
No,
No, we
I
didn't.
knew
You
it.
you think that we were gonna allow to have him like leave him with a loaded gun next to him?
I had to get it. You should be proud, Eddie.
I'm not. You bought a 45.
Hey,
Hey, I bought the 9.
You did, but you did get the tactical, so it is
Yeah.
optic ready with the threaded barrel. I mean,
suppressor height sights.
Yeah,
it's
I
full
mean,
ambi.
It still doesn't have anything to carry now.
There's only two things that
But
I would
he
do to
can't
that gun.
carry it still.
yeah, it doesn't matter. He still can't
What?
carry it.
Hey,
He doesn't
so-
have his concealed
Have you
yet.
even tried to get your concealed yet?
Yeah, he set
No.
up the class and never showed up.
twice.
Twice.
I'm a single
third
dad, dude.
time's
I'm
a
so
charm.
busy.
Start
And you know,
charging
so
him a cancellation
there's only
fee.
two things I would
I'm
do to that
saying.
gun. One is an undercut, just to kind of get rid of the hump under the trigger guard.
This man can't look at a gun without saying what he'd do to
You're
it.
goddamn right.
Damn right.
So hold on. So that's one thing, and then extended slide release, and that's it.
I'd get rid of this bitch switch right here on the
Hey,
side.
let
No,
me
I'd
see
leave
thing. Oh, let Jan look at it first.
No, I'd leave the safety. Like as much as I really don't care for manual
I
safeties.
don't like this base plate on the mag.
Eh,
What is this
It's not your
stippling
gun.
on here? It feels like freaking.
It's two different textures.
I love it.
I'm not
I
gonna
went
lie.
to.
I like it.
The thing is, I
Where'd
went
you get it?
a while ago.
At that boot store?
When you asked me about it, and then
No, it was recent.
At the boot store?
No, or when did I decide to get it, or when did I actually get it?
both.
Both.
What made me decide to get it? I went to PSA up there in Savannah, and a guy was showing me one, and I loved the way it felt, and it was comfortable for me. And I always wanted to get a nice 45, so I went with that.
So now you have your Glock 17, which is a 9mm. You have
Correct.
your Smith & Wesson Shield, that's a 40 cal.
It's not a shield, it's full size.
Oh, it's a full size.
Oh, I thought it
40
was
cal.
easy shield because you know you have like arthritis in your hand or something.
Yeah,
and
from
then
beating your
now
meat
you
way too
have
much.
an FN
45.
45.
My next gun, I already made. My
Listen.
next purchase for gun, I already made a decision on it, and I've made peace with it. I want the FN57. I do want that.
I know somebody that's got one for sale.
Oh, Academy has them for sale.
A
Not me.
507.
I used to own one. 5.7.
Oh, he wants that at all. 5.
he wants the FN.
Yeah,
5.7.
5.7.
Oh, he wants that 5.7. Oh,
Yeah,
you
Academy has them
traded
for like
it, so.
FN 5.7 by 28.
Well, the one I want. I mean, they had it for sale. They had it for sale over there for like.
Hey, look at Juan Wick over there.
They had it for like $12.99.
I say it's $1,200
Brand new.
$1,400 gun.
Where?
yeah, the FN.
The 5.7.
I mean, you could always go. Who's the other one that makes it? Ruger. That
Ruger
makes-
made
Ruger
just
just
made
Yeah,
one.
that would, it's like $800 for a Ruger.
Yeah,
And the
And-
Ruger
I
actually
just
shoots
watched the
better
video
than the
on
5.7.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
They said that Ruger actually outshot it,
Yeah.
and I was really shocked to hear that.
Hey,
but
look, a Ruger.
I actually like the way the
without a
Ruger-
clip.
Hey, hold
I
up,
like
hold
the
up.
Ruger,
Hey.
the way the Ruger looks over the
It's got a
Oh,
front
yeah,
switch.
same.
over the FN.
Unchained
Same.
Melody.
It's got a third position.
Oh, the
John
full
just
auto.
looked at the gun.
I
He was
know
like,
what you did there. I know what you did there. That Grand Theft Unchained Melody.
Little Unchained Melody.
little Unchained Melody. Let's ghost that trigger.
So,
Shout out to Grantham.
so, question for everyone, a little bit more on a serious topic. You know,
seriously,
I'm about to have my second kid. I'm having a boy,
Thank God.
and
Congratulations.
congratulations, man.
What I appreciate it. What's I've always wondered, what would you do if you watched not necessarily watched your spouse be killed?
Let's
but,
say
like,
watched. Let's just say because it does.
Well, if you watched your spouse, that's a
Okay,
different
let's do
story
both,
because
like-
then you can actually react out of that one. But say, for instance, your wife
You
went
found
out
out
and
about
went
it.
grocery shopping or something, and God forbid something happened, she was killed,
Sure.
murdered, whatever the case may be. What do you do in that situation if you have kids?
Well, in my personal opinion, as I say, revenge is a valid motive, not emotional. Revenge is a valid motive, not emotional response in a way. In my opinion, me being who I am, I'm a very vengeful person to a degree, especially if you mess with me and mine's. Personally, I hate sounding so selfish, but if someone killed my wife, it'd be game over.
You need to have a wife in order for, but yeah,
No,
we'll go
but
there.
no. In all seriousness, I mean,
serious, you dumb shit.
I know.
but
I can
in
never
all
be
seriousness,
serious.
I mean, let's put it this way: is okay, say you're married and something happens to Jackson. I mean, or not Jackson, but happens to your wife. Yes, I completely get that. I love my wife through and through, and I do
Sure.
everything for her. If she's gone, as much as I hate to say it, I couldn't jeopardize my daughter losing both parents.
Yeah,
Or both my kids losing both parents
yeah.
to seek vengeance just to make me quote unquote feel better.
That is well, yeah, in reality, if I think about it, yeah, I couldn't do it to my son either. I couldn't leave him without me just because his mother is gone. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that. But with the first part of me was be like, where is this son of a bitch? And I wouldn't make it quick. That's just how I am. But
Man.
You wouldn't make the killing him. You
Yeah,
wouldn't make
making it-
quick? You'd
yeah.
make him feel every ounce of it.
I make him feel every
Pump
ounce
full
of it.
Adrenaline.
Every inch
Pump
by
full
inch.
of adrenaline. You start doing.
God,
Like that motherfucker from Law Abiding Citizen.
Yes. Oh my God, that's such
That's
a
what
good
I'm saying.
movie.
He pumped him full of adrenaline and this and
Yeah.
that, so he wouldn't pass out, and then he started
That's actually
torturing
a really good movie, bro.
It's phenomenal.
But
Yeah,
but
let's
John,
not,
I
let's
mean,
not get into that.
John, you're married
discussion.
with a kid. I mean, seriously. I mean,
I
what
mean,
would you-
emotionally, I would want to go after this guy, but like thinking about it, you really don't want.
So
absolutely.
there's two sides to that. There's the one what Will said if you physically watch it, or there's the one with you finding out.
Well, of course.
If you're there physically watching
You
it,
can
best
react.
believe I'm shooting back. I'm shooting
Absolutely,
instantly,
hands down.
Instantly.
And you can react, and it's
It's just
okay.
it's just then.
justified.
Yeah. At that, but if you're
If you seek vengeance, it's then
you're-
labeled first degree murder because
Yes,
you
hands
had
down.
every intention of killing this person,
Le-
nothing less.
legal wise, yeah, it's considered vengeance. You're killing somebody.
Correct.
You're first degree murder, no matter what, whether
Because
you did it.
have planned it out.
Yeah, exactly. Even
Not
if you
manslaughter because you didn't do it by accident. You didn't just accidentally pull the trigger with the barrel against his forehead. I mean, you seek vengeance.
that's too quick. I'm sorry.
well, rightfully so.
but yeah, no.
Tattoo needles through the nails.
Yeah.
Sorry.
the AFT would be okay.
John, go ahead and answer the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I just answered it.
I mean,
So-
emotionally, how would you react? You being who you
oh,
are.
it would be like a total mess in my head.
Sure.
But then you would always have to think about, the future. So you would have to stay with your son, daughter, or sons and daughters. So you want to leave them alone. And
Yeah.
like my in-laws, I definitely don't want to leave them with my in-laws.
I mean, when you think about it, it's a scary thing, because you never want anything to happen to your family at all.
Nope.
But I would be a mess for a long time because that's just how it would be. I would be a mess for a while, but I know why I'd have to keep going, and I would have to coach him through his life and talk to him. But Chris, I mean, you're a vengeful little fucker too.
Oh, I'm super vindictive when it comes to stuff like that. Like you touch my family, it's game on. But
Especially his dog.
Well, let's
Oh,
put it
God.
this way. For instance, Chris
He don't give a
doesn't
fuck
have
about
kids
me.
yet,
I don't
but
have
he's
kids.
engaged.
Yep.
So
In my
someone hurt
case,
Karina.
oh boy,
What are you doing?
I'm hanging them from a tree upside down, not by the ankles, and then making sure their hands are in a fire ant pile and sprinkle some honey on them, leave them out back for a couple of days,
Now,
pump
do
them
you
full
feel
of
the same if you
adrenaline.
actually had kids, or would you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I would
have to-
still. The feeling would not go
Of course,
away.
the feeling, of course,
So-
you would always want something to be done. but
Absolutely.
So
you have
in,
to step up, in my opinion, as a man.
No, of course.
To
Of
be
course.
there for your family.
So in a case like that, thinking about it logically, if I had kids and I had to go through that sort of experience, I would probably stay up for 5 days, 6 days, just planning it out. Would never do it. I would not be able to have my kid lose both parents over emotion, fear, vengeance, etc. With something like that, me personally, I think I would have to let the justice system take its due process and go from there. Now,
Our justice system fucking sucks.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but still.
to some extent, yes, our justice system fails us, and no, you never get what you want out of it because it's not in your control. And
Well-
when something like that, but something happened out of your control, and now something else is out of your control to make you.
you're never going to get what you want out of it because you're never going to be able to bring that man the amount of pain or woman,
Yeah, you'll
but
never
you would
be
never be able.
satisfied.
Yeah, you'll never,
Never.
be able to bring them the amount of pain that you suffered or somebody else suffered because of that. So, knowing the fact that the justice system is broken the way that it is, we would not be able to essentially wreak as much havoc on that person's life as they did on yours. So, no matter if they got the death penalty by electric chair, for example,
Or
you
inception.
still would not be satisfied completely because
think
you
they
weren't
do
the one who.
electric chair anymore.
No, they don't. But I'm just saying.
No,
like-
you're saying in general. Like,
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you know, if say, like Eddie Nelson lives in Hilliard, if he was best friends with the judge or whatever, and the judge was like, you know what, to bring you to a better place in your life, we'll let you flip the switch. We're gonna put him in the electric chair. Eddie Nelson would get some gratitude, but he would not get the he would not get the emotional stimulant that he is satisfied because this dude took everything from him.
So
Yeah.
here's a flip side for you. Since
Okay.
you don't have kids, you're about to be married. Say someone kills Eddie.
that'd be a bad day.
Boy,
Real
let me
bad
tell
day.
you, the only person that gets to kill that motherfucker is me.
And rightfully so.
Absolutely.
God forbid that was to happen.
But
Are you going to react and leave your wife behind?
Yeah, there's a different.
Or-
yeah, that's.
Hold on. In reality, as much as I would want to, Eddie Nelson, I love you to death. You know that. But, I mean, I would have to think in a logical sense. Like, I could not jump to that and then be like, you know what? Now, mind you, if I was back in the Duramax and I saw this dude walking on the street, I'd miraculously lose a tie rod and just. I don't know what happened. My steering box locked up. Got a damn redheaded
Oh my
steering
God.
box. No, but seriously, like in a logical sense,
You broke Sean. You broke Sean.
I mean, think about it though. The logic is great behind that one.
I mean,
You mean what?
see, it's everybody reacts different. You don't know how you're gonna react if you're in that situation.
Well, you never know until you're actually in that position. Just
exactly.
Like
Sure.
what people try saying with all the situations, as much as I hate to bring it up, all the stuff that's happening with officers. Oh, well, they should have done this. They should. Well, until you're in that position, you can't say
You
how
can't say
you're
what you would
truly
do.
going to react.
Exactly.
Until you have that amount of adrenaline pumping through your body at that sudden moment.
But that's also a very scary thing.
Of course.
That I mean, with any person, any people like us, you know, especially people like us who takes pride in taking care of our families and stuff, and to see it actually happen, it seems like all the stuff that you just recently practiced, it's like your body's in flight or fight mode, and I wouldn't be able to stop.
But yeah, the fight or flight happens primarily when you're in that situation where you and your wife are out shopping and
Significant other.
or significant other.
Come on,
for
get with the times.
for
It's
you,
2021.
Non-binary motherfuckers.
Them
out
them
there.
and they. Them and they.
You
No,
guys
we're
are
gonna-
out in public and
he
then
and she
something happens.
call it.
Something happens to them. That fight or flight is when it happens. When you're at home because they went to the grocery store and you get a phone call or you get officers that show up at your house telling you that they just died because somebody shot them. That's completely
so
different.
now
So-
on the.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead,
hold on.
Christopher.
Sorry. So on that note, officers showing up to your house, I'd probably be so emotional. One of them might get hit. Like not
believe I'm
not
swinging.
like I'm gonna be so mad. But in reality, once again, you know, you don't know how you're gonna react. Like there's an instance where you could break down and melt right there on your floor, or
Cry
you
like a big
would,
baby.
yeah, and then or you would get
Absolutely.
in your car
But-
and drive it off a cliff. Like you don't know how you're gonna react.
well, you
But
can't
you
do that
tell me-
because now you're still leaving your kid behind. I'm
But
sorry,
you tell
son.
me you have an officer coming up saying my family has been murdered and whatnot.
So
Best believe I'm gonna
well, if
then go
if-
out and
well, yeah,
do
if
what I
the-
gotta
if-
do.
That's another.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
your
if my
your
family's
wife-
all gone,
Oh yeah, I don't care.
You have nothing else to live
Best
for.
believe,
What-
best believe, I'll be Punisher mode 100%.
but it's
Punisher.
not
Absolutely.
something that's
Shut
gonna
your
happen
soft
instantly.
ass up.
I'm gonna take my time. Do
You're
what
gonna
I gotta
bide your
do.
time
You'll
on that.
let the
Absolutely.
whole process of find out who he is and go to court if they catch this guy, and then start your.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
Diabolical
mean
plan.
you wouldn't like be hurt leaving your other family behind though.
In a case
parents?
like
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Shit.
Okay.
and
Puerto
no, in
Rican.
cases like that where you do have your own family, your own immediate family, it becomes a completely different reality, and especially like your wife who you built this life with, and you guys had this wonderful kid together. That is a whole nother aspect. And would I feel bad leaving my parents behind? Absolutely. But if my wife and kid are gone, what else do you? I mean, oh, you could just go. No, you don't just go out and find another thing like that.
Well,
You
that's
can't build a family.
You just don't go out and build a family.
But even with that being said,
Well, you do. Well, you
Technically,
Hey,
you
you-
do
well,
build a
you could-
family.
I'm
you
talking
could go
about
to
like
Build-A-Bear.
after you lose like that.
Oh yeah, no,
There's
No.
after you have that kind of pain and amount of loss.
Yeah. Nobody.
And when you have that kind of pain and kind of loss, you don't really recover from that.
Yeah, but Will, even with that being said, like I said, my wife is 6 or 7 months pregnant right now. I've already told her straight up.
Sure.
When it comes to the labor and whatnot, I'm choosing you over this child. As much as I love this child already,
Sure.
it is. I'm having a boy, and he's going to continue my name. I can't recreate her.
No.
I can, as much as I hate to say it, I can make another child.
Yeah.
I can't make her again. Could I love someone else? Yeah, sure.
It wouldn't be the
eventually.
same though.
But yeah, it's
15
not.
years from now.
It's not her. It's not the one.
It's not the
that
one
I
you built
had.
your life with.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So at that point, it's like, well, now I have to pick and choose, and it's like, okay, at what point do you say, who do you decide? Who?
And as a parent, and as a parent and as a husband, that's hard because it's like, oh my God. Well, I mean, in reality, some people don't know what they do because they're like, oh, I'm going to choose this, but they honestly don't know until they're in that situation. But yes, I would choose my wife. Absolutely.
In that situation, yes, 100%. I told Kayla because if Kayla and I have a kid, even though I don't want one, but if we do
you
end up,
should. They're awesome.
if we
They're
end up having
really
one,
awesome.
she wants to do a home birth. there's-
Nah, fuck that.
No.
I don't agree with that for one.
Well,
but
my
two,
wife's got epilepsy. I
Yeah,
didn't even
you
let her
can't.
own. I didn't let her mother nor my parents in the room because I was, God forbid, if something happened, I want only doctors in there so no one's in their way.
Yeah.
She didn't like that, but I won that battle.
I
for
told
once.
I told Kayla if it came down to complications, I did the same. I said the same thing you did. If it came down to it, I'm picking her over the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, who's to say you might not? You might say right now, "Oh, I'm not going to resent the kid," but deep down inside, there will always be
That sort of resentment.
That sort of resentment. Exactly. You're gonna be like, "Damn, dude, I lost my wife because of you, little fuck." I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true. I
No,
mean,
and it
there is
happens more often than
there will
not.
always be some sort of resentment. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it happens more often than not, and I mean we've seen where people want to pick and choose their kids over their spouse because they're like, the spouse is like, pick the kid, blah blah blah, and they'll say it like if you ever have this conversation, sometimes they'll say pick the kid over me, but like Sean said, the way I love Karina, in all reality, is just one of those things where it's like, yeah, in 5, 10, 15 years, I can always find somebody to love again, I assume. But I'm not going to find
Not that
somebody.
kind of love,
yeah,
though.
no. Like, it's never going to be the same type. Like, especially with Sean having his kid with her, and that was his first kid. Now he's having his second kid.
And first marriage.
And
So, I
first
mean, like,
marriage.
that's
He's
everything.
never going to be able to find a love like that one.
There's no such thing as having a second first love ever.
No.
Or yeah. So
Love like that comes very few and far between. Actually,
I agree.
like, you find that one that you're going to settle down with for the rest of your life, man, nothing beats it. Especially building a life and family with that person, nothing beats
Yep.
it. And I stand by that shit.
Yeah. So, going back to the original topic. So,
As single as I am,
So going back to the original topic. So Sean, John, and Will, you all have kids, and you all said the same thing, that you would not leave your
Retaliate.
kid.
You can't. You can't
You
do that. It's
can't.
a selfish act. If
Yep.
you react and go after this person for your own vendetta,
Yep.
you're literally saying, I don't care about my children. In my
You're being
opinion,
selfish at that point.
Because you're now saying your son, your daughter, both, whatever the case may be, lost a mother, lost a father.
Sure.
I'm now okay with them losing both parents for
Yeah.
the rest of their life, no matter if they're 2, 8, 6. It doesn't matter. You're being selfish in that opinion.
Yeah. So in a sense like that. So now
You're fired.
let's jump into another scenario. Your son is 18, 20 years old, and your wife went to the grocery store and she was murdered. You taking your son and you going to him, or what's going on with that? Would you, if your son
I still
was
can't because
red?
I still have a child.
Absolutely.
I don't care if I'm right now. How old am I? I'm 32. I don't care if I'm 30.
Damn you old.
I don't care if I'm 32 or if I'm 57. At the end of the day, that is still my child, whether they are labeled as an adult or not. It's still a child, in
Yeah.
my opinion. I have to be there for them until I die, whether I'm helping them or they're helping me. Just like I see with my father. My father helps his father, my grandfather, to this day. He had, I don't remember what, I think it was stage 3 or stage 4 pancreatic cancer. kudos to him. He beat it somehow.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank God.
But my father still helps him. You know, it got to the stage where his father can't help my dad anymore. So he took the role over. I have to do that for my kids until I'm not physically capable. And I just cannot see myself as much as I'd love to, because I can be to the extent of that petty of a person if I need to. Absolutely. I mean, so whatever the case,
Section 8
I
ass.
mean, I can be that asshole. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Everybody has that capability to be that piece
But
of shit.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you have to put your personal feelings aside because
your
it's not
kids.
you anymore. As soon as you have kids, it's no longer about you. And I learned
Uh-huh.
that the hard way in the aspect of, when I had Riley.
Yeah.
It wasn't me anymore. I had to stop doing what I was doing because I have other people in my life. And that's just the way it is.
And you watch your circle of friends get smaller and smaller when you do that.
Well, and that's
And
but
that's-
that's
but
what it
that's
comes
okay.
down to is when you're talking to that aspect, it's your circle, quote unquote, gets smaller. It's now you see who the real friends are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The real friends are the ones that, whether they stick around or, hey, I don't need to talk to you every day or every week. I can talk to you once a month, and it's like we never skipped a beat. At the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
the way it comes down.
I mean, that's the reason why. I mean, the saying goes, "I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies for friends." That's the way I look at it.
well, go ahead.
No. So I was gonna say, so in a sense like that, now you bring up friends. Now you're realizing who your real friends are. So let's get into something along the lines of your best friend, right? Better yet, even better, because we all talk on a regular basis in this room.
Too
so
damn much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long did we go?
I miss
where
talk-
we maybe talked once a month.
I miss
No.
talking to you guys every day.
John,
Well,
John's
no
sitting
one-
there fucking documenting that
I don't
shit in his
even
head
know
right
any
now.
of y'all.
I forgot you were
Yeah,
in here,
we-
John. My bad.
Yeah,
Android
we-
user.
John said there. Get in our group chat.
Nah.
What? John, let me in your group chat. No, why?
Oh,
Because
no,
you
no.
don't have an iPhone.
No, no.
Wait, hold on. I want to get this on record. So if any of y'all die or get killed, can I have your stuff?
No, hold on.
Only if you fix my car and actually keep it running.
Hold
Yes.
on. Hold on. So it's funny because
Fucking
John,
Asians, man.
hold on, getting off topic, going to John. John, you can't join our group chat because last time we put you in a group chat, it was like, why is this group chat green? Ah, shit.
Look, Fed. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit off.
Hold on.
Fed
Real
X.
quick.
Let's get back on topic.
Hold
Let's get
hold
back
on.
on topic.
No. This is. Hold on. Real quick. On John's topic, this motherfucker has gone to T-Mobile 3 times to try to get his iPhone that he paid for, and he still can't use it because they can't switch everything over from his Android to his iPhone.
And I
did it with me.
downloaded the app and I did everything. I sat in the store for 3 hours after
Holy
closing time
shit.
for them to, put everything into iOS, but it didn't happen.
Mine
That
did it.
sucks.
Mine.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's some
What app-
security.
well-
No, because you can download a Google app for the cloud.
Yeah, and I put everything in and tried to transfer
All right, all
it
right.
over.
And it
We're not
didn't-
doing a tutorial on how to fix an iPhone.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, you're Asian. You should figure that shit out on your own
Put
time.
it in rice, it didn't work.
Shit.
Anyway, so going into this. All right, Sean. God forbid something happens to Franny. Me, Will, my brother, and John all load up and we go hunt this motherfucker down. What's your thought process on that?
Say when.
What is that going to accomplish?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, would you?
I understand that
My-
what you
my-
think
at that
logically
point,
on that.
My wife is gone.
Mhm.
Why do I want to see y'all spend the rest of your lives in jail?
It's
You
a,
know
I,
what?
I and I understand that, and it's a very and that's a very selfless thing of you to say, but at the same time, it becomes a point where your friends
Become family, like
become
what we
family. Absolutely, like
Yeah, but at
I'm
that
saying,
point, they're already family.
but I understand that.
fuckers my
but,
brothers.
but what I'm saying is something were to happen to Chris or Eddie Nelson, or
In the heat
to a
of the-
lower extent, John.
In the heat of the moment, yes, stand shoulder to shoulder with me all
Yeah.
day.
Absolutely.
But God forbid if my wife goes out to the grocery store, or anyone's wives goes out to the grocery store besides you, Will.
Single
I
life.
appreciate that.
Yo quiero.
What
Sing-
is
singling Will
what
out
is
by
it
himself.
going to fix or bring back for anyone, for that matter, to go after said person and inflict violence or harm on someone? I don't see, as much as it's like, okay, cool, you got him, awesome. I'm still sleeping alone at night. Like,
Yeah, that's
what
exactly
is-
what Sean was saying. Like, no matter what you do, it's not going to bring your wife back. And I'd rather,
I'd
be
rather have
us
my
together
buddy by my side that I
Yeah.
can cry to, instead of saying, "Oh, well, if I want to go cry to him, I got to go to Stark County Jail and, sign in and whatnot, and I got all these guards around me." Like, no, I'd rather
My man
have
said
my
Stark
guys by
County
my
Jail.
side instead of saying, "Oh, they went out and did something for me." As much as I'd be greatly appreciative of the thought process, I would do everything in my power to stop every one of y'all from doing that.
Just make sure when you come by, it's a conjugal visit.
What he meant is
Make sure.
actually, you know
don't
what he
want
just
that
tried to say. Actually, you know, he just tried to say there when you come by, bring condoms. 'Cause
No,
Instead of conjugal.
no. What I'm gonna tell you
Will,
is
you mean the trash bag?
for you, yeah.
bag.
hefty. No, but for real, if you ever come visit me in jail, bring a file inside the cake.
Not inside my ass. I'm trying to think of it. No, I'm kidding.
The bad part is
Your
that
prison
Chris got
purse?
that cake.
Hold on, I got it
Chris-
in my prison purse.
Chris would eat the cake and then forget the file was in there and choke to death.
No, but for real, I mean, Sean does have a point. I rather have you guys by my side than having to visit somebody in jail because they wanted to be Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a pussy.
Dog
He
don't
died.
kill
That's
He
people.
fucked
died,
up.
bro.
Did he die?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh.
No, hold
Now
up.
you got his son Puppy running around trying to do his job.
His son puppy.
I forgot. I didn't know he died. I thought it was just. I didn't know he died. Oops.
Did he die or his wife died?
Fuck, he died.
No, I thought his wife.
No, his wife died.
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter is still alive.
I thought he died. I was told
Yeah.
he would. He
I'm
died.
not afraid of
Hold
some
on,
dude with a
I'm
mullet.
fact-checking
Just
this
fucking.
shit.
I'm not afraid of some dude with a mullet and pepper spray. Fuck that. Fuck that guy.
Hey, you gotta fear my mullet when it's done.
I can't
You
wait
got
to
a
see
buzz
that
cut
movie.
right now.
It's because I donated my hair, jackass.
That's right. Locks of love. Good for you.
Yep.
All
When are
right.
you gonna donate your hair? You got enough freaking hair on your head to donate for the whole America.
He's got enough grease in that hair to file a car running.
Fact.
I'm
No one wants that shit.
I was saying skin
I don't know, bro.
You have to get a special shot for you to donate your hair or something.
twice.
COVID vaccine, I'm guessing.
You know, Will, you should let your hair grow once, just
Mm.
all of it.
I did. I look like a surfer.
Where?
On the head.
Actually, when I had long hair in high school, and it was, I always had thick hair, and
Thick,
like
thick,
thick like you.
Why are you
Ooh.
holding your dick right now?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Eddie Nelson.
kinda-
I got an
So-
itch. I got an itch that will
So,
go away.
Dog the Bounty Hunter's still alive.
Okay, so it's his wife that
Yeah,
died.
his
Yes.
wife
Okay.
passed away.
My
Pussy.
Hey, so
Sorry, puppy.
So, change of subjects. One
Sure.
that didn't make it last time I was out here with y'all. The full auto aspect of firearms compared to semi-auto.
Ooh,
Are you still against civilian?
I'm not against it. I just don't see a purpose in it.
heavy breathing on
Here's a
Christopher's
way,
head.
at least, to where we can go back and forth on it, because for the most part, we're all in agreement of the same thing. You know, to have a debate back and forth is something that might be a little bit more on the
So-
interesting side.
so-
Agreed. I love
right.
debating.
So, me personally, does anybody need fully auto? No.
Yes.
Should we have it if we wanted it?
Yes.
You're right. Personally.
Why
It's
the
like
fuck
a,
do they
it's like
get a tank and
suppressor.
I don't? I want one too.
You can buy a tank. Like, you could legally buy a tank.
Will, you bought a new gun.
no comment.
You haven't shot your first gun. You can't fucking carry either one of them, and you can't shoot to save your life.
If we're having a roasting
Hold on, hold on,
session
hold on.
right now
You gonna
between me
let Frodo
and
get
you,
short with you
we
like
can have a
that?
roast session right
Go ahead.
now.
What do you gotta say?
Hold on,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
be nice to that. I'm gonna be nice this
Neither
go
one of you
around.
can shoot the bright side of a barn.
Yeah, you can't even shoot the bright side of a barn, bitch.
Listen,
Cover
hold
must-
on. Just to clarify the context, we all know his broad side of the barn. Eddie Nelson just messed up one day and said bright side of a barn.
I just lost one of my 9 lives.
What happened?
You ate the other
What
8.
happened?
You all right, John? What's going on?
What'd you do?
I'm like, I'm good.
What the
Guy,
fuck?
this freaking joke.
What did he say?
What I miss?
Don't worry about it.
I want to know.
What'd I say, John?
It's not funny anymore.
Was it worse than
what'd
what
he
I said?
say?
Something about Frodo.
I heard
Being
the
short.
You're gonna let Frodo get short with you? Is that what he
Yeah,
said?
yeah. And
Oh,
I just lost it because
Rip.
Asian. And our books, and we like to read.
Why you no doctor yet?
So,
Oh god.
then what is the reason for full auto? Why would any?
If I'm
one
going into the
person
hood
need
and I
full
know they
auto?
got full auto, I want full auto.
Hey, listen.
Now, if I'm
listen.
carrying every day, I don't need full
No.
auto.
You ever been down Moncrief?
You don't even know what Moncrief
You
is.
ever been down 103rd?
he been down a bundle.
Listen,
I know
listen.
nothing
100
about
been a bundle.
103rd.
103rd ain't shit. 103rd ain't shit.
Yeah, I still
You
go
ever
there to
been
get Krispy
down
Kremes and I'm
13th
fine.
Holly Hill.
Well, you're also along the same skin tone.
No. They
There's a little-
they like you on 103rd because you keep the stray cats out their hood.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we got Mufu Garden down there too, or whatever.
Yeah, you be hearing Sean or John walk down the road. All you hear is meow.
And
Oh, cat map. No, but in reality, like going back to the whole full auto thing, full auto does not make sense. It doesn't. But we should have it if we wanted it because it's not really
Well, what doesn't make sense if we should have it?
like it's not anything logical that we need. It's nothing that we need. In reality, we don't need anything. Like I mean, all we need is food, water, and air.
No, you need some form of protection. I will not argue that.
No, but what I'm saying is like we don't even need I hate saying this, God. We don't need a gun for protection. We
Yes,
don't.
you do. Because if you have more food than me, I'm going to come take your food. Well,
No,
how
no,
are you going to
I
stop
know,
me from
I
taking
know that.
your food?
But what I'm saying is like
No fucking shit.
in a perfect world.
Well,
right?
we're not in a perfect
No,
world.
I know that,
So
but
there's no
Look who our
point in
president
bringing
is.
up this perfect world.
listen, hold up. So in a perfect world, we don't need a gun for protection. But guess what? Like you said, we're not in a perfect world. Do we need a full auto gun? No, but that's why it's called the third switch because you're not really going to
It's a
use it
giggle
in
switch.
full auto.
I get that because you can't shoot
Bullshit.
without giggling.
Exactly.
Bullshit. Looking back in the day, these motherfuckers were killing each other with muskets and shit. Back before that, they were killing each other with bats.
yeah, but
Unga
not for
bunga.
fun. That was like a war.
So
This is
back
for fun.
to my question: what does anyone need full auto for? Because
I
at
want
that
to be
time-
honest with you.
That's
At the end
not
of
a-
the day, I could just go buy a bump stock.
There's not a.
Eh.
There's
Which
Which
not
they're
a-
legal
same.
now, by the way.
Is it?
They were never.
I
Yeah,
didn't
hold
know
on,
they
hold
changed
on.
that.
So it's funny because they it was never illegal. They never passed a law saying it was illegal. They went like they were trying to make it illegal, but no, like everybody got real scared, but nobody actually dove into it. The law was never passed banning them. So even then, when you're looking at a bump stock, yeah, but going back to the whole thing with full auto, why do you need that? I mean, literally, it's not going to do the same thing. And me personally, I don't really see a point in it. But
I mean, because I can even go to the extent of what does anyone need an AR-15 for?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I have two, so I can't say anything because I
One,
enjoy
two.
shooting them. I mean, if you count
Three.
an AR-22 as one, I have
Uh,
three. But
I'm building my fourth.
at the end of the day, what do you truly need it for? What is
If the
purpose?
government, if the government can have them, why can't I?
Well, then I should be able to own a full auto grenade launcher.
Oh,
That's not something that I can just go buy and put on top of my
I mean, shit.
Mustang. But I mean,
Don't put it
I'm
on
gonna be honest.
Mustang.
No, but see, and that's the thing. So
Shit
so
stinks
full,
slow, bro.
full auto, I believe. Like, so I agree with the whole. To an extent, I agree with the whole wait time for a suppressor. Do I think it should be like 7-8 months at a time? No, I do not. I hate that. But like you and I talked about before, I don't have anything to worry about my background check. I mean, I can get on the nuclear base and not have a problem about it. Shut your ass up. Anyway, so I don't have a problem with that. Now, in some states, you can't have a full auto at all. Like, not even if you pay a
some
tax
states you
stamp and
can't own a
stuff.
gun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, look at New Jersey.
People with fucking class 3s.
yeah.
I mean, they.
But see, in Florida, you can own full auto, but
Yeah.
there's a whole due process that I unfortunately have been too lazy to look into.
To be honest with you, yeah. What kind of background do you have to have for that? What are your credentials to have that kind of license?
I have no idea. I don't
I've
remember.
heard for the full auto, I don't know if it's true or not, that you can just
Hold the
like
mic up to you, stupid.
What? Just like your suppressor, it's a class 3. You
Yeah.
have to go through the process, fingerprint the whole 9
Yep.
yards. But that's
Yeah.
supposedly, and I don't know if it's true or not, you have to be signed off by your local sheriff as well to own full auto. Now, again, I don't know
Okay,
if it's
okay.
true or not. That's just what I've been told. Is you go through the same process as you do with the suppressor, but then you have to also be signed off from your local sheriff as well.
Good sure.
It's true because Preston, owner of the Recon Rifle
Yep.
Works, who has a bunch of full auto.
Shout out to Preston, my man, for getting me my suppressor.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
I almost bought one last week. I was
should've.
so upset they didn't have the right color, or else I would have.
But yeah, but
you were
you
looking for that
Anyway,
hybrid
shut
one
up.
too.
you absolutely have to get signed off by the sheriff on that because they literally will track you on it and make sure it doesn't.
But so, with that being said, when I was talking with the guy at Florida Gun Exchange, with the can, he's like, "Oh, here you go, yada yada yada." He goes, "The only agencies you have to worry about when it comes to owning a suppressor is the IRS and the ATF." So now, why, if I want full auto, do I have to worry about local government
Yes.
compared to only ATF or IRS?
that I have no clue about, but I don't know.
Because when I was talking with the gentleman, the gunsmith at this shop, he was saying, hey, to get a can, obviously the two different ways. You got your tax stamp or the will or whatever it is. I can't remember.
The trust.
Yeah, the trust. There you go.
Trust, yeah.
And he was saying with those two ways, the only issue or the only agencies you have to worry about are ATF, obviously, and then the IRS because you're doing a tax stamp or the trust. Obviously anything tax related is the IRS.
So it's two forms of a tax stamp. You got your individual, which is what I filled out for my suppressor, which means neither one of you can handle my suppressor unless I'm with you.
Yep.
Same thing with an SBR. Same thing with any AOW or any essentially that you got to pay a tax stamp.
What is an AOW?
Any other weapon.
Any other weapon.
So basically, what they're trying to make the AR pistol, they're trying to make it an AOW. That being said, when you fill out the tax stamp, you have two options. You have the individual or you have the trust. For the trust, I can't remember if there's a specific amount of people that that you're limited to, but you can put whoever in the trust, and they have to go through the same processes as you. You have to get their fingerprints. You have to have their passport photos and all that, and go from there. I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, that's how it is. I haven't filled out a trust. The only two tax stamps that I filled out were both individual.
Yeah, I know the gentleman was telling me when it came to the trust, you could put, for instance, I could put myself, my wife, my two kids, and all of them are, God forbid if I died, it then goes to, say, my wife.
Yes.
All three of them could use it and are legally allowed to use it without me being there because they are on the trust.
Yes.
But compared to the individual with the tax stamp. So it would be one of those things, like if you were to use it with the tax stamp, I have to be by you or you have to be by me, if I'm going to shoot it with it.
Yep.
With the trust, my wife could take the gun out shooting and use it, and I don't have to be there because she's on the trust.
Correct, because her name is on the tax stamp. So in this case, for example, I have my 10.5 register, or I'm waiting for the tax stamp to be an SBR. Once that gun is registered as an SBR, if, say, the ATF comes by to kind of check on things for whatever reason, they come by to check on things, and that gun is not in a safe, and Karina's home, and quote-unquote, she has immediate access to it, me and her can go to jail.
I was about to say, that was the other thing is, if you have a suppressor and it's on a tax stamp, no one can have the combination to your safe that holds the suppressor, or else they, like you said, can all go to jail. Whoever has access to it.
Yeah, immediate access.
Correct.
So guess what? When I get my suppressor, ain't none of you guys gonna have the new combo to the safe.
You live a little far from.
Hey, I got you. Anybody want to know it? You can come to Christopher's house. I got you.
Yeah.
86703. Wait. What is it?
8675309.
There you go.
I hate that I know that so well. It's such a good song, but
all y'all too young for that one. It's okay.
Wait, what?
you and Will are over here in the 30s.
Jan's about to be
Exactly. Know
John's
your,
there.
exactly.
John
Know your
would be
place,
in the
peasant.
30s.
John turns 30 June 16th.
Will, shut up. I have more invested in a one gun than you do in all your guns
Hey,
combined.
Chris,
Shut the
you're
fuck
about
up.
you're about to smell something really bad here in a minute.
No, you do that shit again. I'm taking my knife and I'm putting it up your butthole.
He's had
You
his
suck
foot
dick
behind
with your
head for
butthole.
the last 20-30 minutes, right?
What?
He's had his foot posted up behind the back of your head for
Yeah, I
the
know.
last 20-30 minutes.
See, I don't have a foot phobia.
You want to hold
Thank
feet?
you.
Yeah, I'll hold your feet.
Take your sock off.
Nah, my feet are sweaty as fuck right now.
Makes it easy to slide between.
Nah, that gets a
But-
little uncomfortable.
Since we're on the topic of guns and we're
Actually,
looking
no,
pretty
we're
decent on time.
so.
What's what?
I still
know,
can't
John-
take my eyes off of this dude with his freaking hands in his pocket and doing.
My face right there.
I'm saying, dude.
I got an itch, dude.
He's
All right, he
Yeah,
went to this
listen,
Adam Calhoun concert, and he comes back with an itch. What do y'all think it is? Post it in the comments.
No, that was a big thing for me, man.
Wait, hold on.
I did. I'm still. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Yo,
was,
he was fucking being
was
a
geeking, bro.
straight schoolgirl.
I don't care.
Homeboy was geeking out.
I was excited,
He
man.
was texting us at
Yeah,
1,
how was that?
1:30 last
It was really
night.
good. I had a lot of fun.
Were there any? Okay.
Are
Were there
are
any
you going
darker
tomorrow?
colored people in this?
We'll discuss that.
Yeah, are
We're
you going
discussing
tomorrow?
now. Are
You
you
going
going tomorrow?
I'm. It's leaning that way
Attaboy, that's what I like to hear.
Well, you better.
because
You
I'll
better-
even
hey.
I'll even pay for your room if I have to.
Where are you going?
To Gainesville to Adam Calhoun. He's got 4 concerts between
No.
Thursday and tomorrow.
he asked me I talked to Adam for a good like 30 minutes and his whole team. The second guy in charge of the whole thing called me by my Instagram name, Outlaw Shit, and actually like Outlaw Shit, and I was like, yeah, and we exchanged from there, dude. It was cool.
So did you guys get like 2 tombstones? Because one for your.
No, I got 2 graves, Doug. One for me, and one for the motherfucker standing in my way.
All I know is if you're gonna go tomorrow and he wants you there, I better get a Snapchat and he better say my name.
No, what I'm gonna do is get a Pop-Tart and have him sign it, and I'll bring it back to you.
No,
Bruh.
He's gonna eat that like.
No.
Yo.
No, you won't.
You said Pop-Tart?
he said Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart?
You better be there.
Well, when I was walking in to
better
go,
be a s'more.
when I was walking in to meet him, and I said it loud enough to where you can hear me.
He
I said,
meet him.
I said, man, where all the fuck the Pop-Tarts are or something? He just goes, bro, I got like 5 boxes in my bus right now. And I'm sitting there just fucking dying. He goes, I love Pop-Tarts and like fucking moms in the butt. I'm like,
Me too.
and I was sitting there like,
Go ahead. Sean's like, I'm not gonna touch that one.
I did not turn into a mom, so it was good. But no, it was a very cool.
Technically, you're a mom.
To a lesser extent, yes.
No, but for real, I think it's pretty cool that you went to go see him.
It was
I mean,
definitely.
you geeked out in Schoolgirl.
What do you think it's going to be like when Upchurch and Adam Calhoun tour?
Dude,
Bruh,
that's
I'ma
dope.
be there.
Heck yeah,
Think
sure.
how cool
You
that's
can
going to
invite
be.
me?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
down. I'm
Sean, you
pretty
can
sure.
spend the
Well,
night at
you
my
just
house.
recently started listening to him,
Yeah, I actually like it.
Yeah.
My wife hates
Which
it, but
one?
I like it.
Adam Calhoun.
Adam Calhoun.
yeah.
I listened to a couple of the duos of Adam Calhoun and Upchurch.
There
I
is-
haven't listened to any Upchurch.
There's
songs by
one
himself.
song
Oh, God.
that
I love Upchurch.
the lyrics in it made me think of Eddie because it's something he would say. I hope you drown it down a bunch of downers and die in the parking lot of McDonald's. I was like, for some reason, every time I hear that song, I think of him because
Only
it's
because
something he would say.
McDonald's and I'm fat.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
No, it wasn't that. No, it was. But no, it wasn't
hold
that.
on.
It was
I
just
think-
something you would say.
Hold on. I think I could put a correlation between that, the Downers, McDonald's. If anybody knows where I'm going with this,
Oh yeah, yeah.
at least Will got it.
I have to get. I was there.
I got you. I just ain't going down that road.
Oh.
I still love you, Bebo.
Oh.
No,
could-
I
it's
think
like
I think
Ron
Will's
White.
the
You
only
want me to give
person
you
that
some
actually
gas
got
money?
where I was going with
It's
that.
like what Ron. I crushed his poor Bebo hard.
Anyway,
But
no, I mean I know how it is to meet somebody that you've watched or looked up to for a while.
Oh shit, yeah, because you met
Because,
Talon.
yeah, I met a YouTuber that I follow, and he showed me a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Like I met him for the first time, and I
well,
I
what,
geeked out a little bit too. I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually meeting somebody that.
what was cool about it? What was cool about it? I actually watched. God damn it! Shut up.
Good job.
But
Where?
I think the reason why I like that dude so much is because he actually started out in paper mills and worked in paper mills. His single dad, his ex is a drug addict, and he did it all on his own, like starting from the ground up. Now this is where he is. Anyways, are you going back with a goatee again? No. Do you do the trucker thing? Ah. So
Because I know you and I talked about that.
I heard.
Hold on, my mic's having.
We did.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
I'm gonna grow the goatee to the point.
Yes.
The mullet. Yeah. Boy, be on point.
Oh fuck yeah, he's gonna be an evil mullet wielding motherfucker.
Red-headed mullet. Watch out. Ain't no soul in this body.
Big facts.
Yeah, me and Sean had this conversation. I can't remember.
Sean
I think
and
Sean and I. Thank you. We had this conversation.
I'm not going over there.
Oh God.
Grammar Nazi on point.
Hey, listen, I'm stupid. Thank you for correcting me. Sean and I had this conversation like plenty of times, and I was
Okay,
just like,
went
you
to
should.
PC.
Yeah, you're right.
Bitch, you went to the same high school.
He went to college though.
I didn't graduate.
Neither did I. I didn't even get my AA.
Neither did I.
Sean went to college, came back with a major in beer drinking and a minor in school.
You got a major in baseball.
Them bots,
too.
bro.
Bruh.
Went to college, played Call of Duty the entire time.
Major in Call of Duty,
fuck
minor in beer
class.
drinking.
So many times.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't get why colleges get so mad when you don't attend. You're paying just to be there. Like,
Well, with that being said, I firmly believe you must leave your hometown to go to school, or else you will never grow as an individual.
yeah.
I see people still where I live.
Daytona
still
State?
the same way they were back in high
What's his
school.
name, Eddie?
Hold up. So I always had the
Like this
joke.
fool across from me, Bebo.
Fuck you, nigga. We didn't know each other in high school.
I knew it.
Exactly my point.
Demonetized.
So
John said
it's
big
funny
oof.
because you're talking about that. I used to have this joke when I started going to Daytona State because I was like, yo,
What?
it's like FPC
Yo,
all over
Daytona
again.
State ain't leaving home.
No,
Home,
exactly.
homie, you're 20 minutes from school. That ain't leaving home.
No, not even that. It's like
campus
it's
up here in Bunkos.
it was 5 minutes from the house. No, but Daytona State, it was like a high school reunion because everybody from high school was there.
Community college, homie.
I know. It's a high school reunion. Everybody gets accepted. You could be 38, never had, like, you didn't even get your GED, and you could still go to
speaking
Daytona
of
State.
38, not to change the subject. Yo, when I was at my girlfriend at the time, she was playing softball, so all the baseball guys would park on the back fence of the outfield fence. We'd park our trucks there. We'd sit in the bed of the trucks. The outfielder of whatever team she was playing at the time, she was 38 years old, starting on a college team. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, oh, my freshman year was in 1999.
What the fuck?
I'm like, yo, it's 2010. What the hell?
Are you going to school to be a doctor?
She's like, oh, well, I got pregnant. I was like, yo, kudos to you. You did what you had to do, and you came back. Awesome. But I was like, I was impressed the fact that she could still make it and cut it as a college athlete at the age she was at. I was like, yo, props to you.
Hey, no, but what I'm saying is, like, when I went to Daytona State after I graduated, in my, what was it? In my college algebra class, there was a 43 or 44-year-old man in there in college algebra. I'm like, hey, kudos to you. Like you said, you can go back to school, but, like, bro, you went to FPC in, like, 1991. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's the school I went to in Georgia. I think the school itself had a total of like 900 some students.
Oh, it sounds like my graduating class in freshman year.
I think it was 200 or 300 were what they labeled as traditional students.
Uh-huh.
All the rest were coming back as, they're trying to get their degree in social working and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
They're in their 30s, 40s, 50s years old. And it's like, you know what? You tip their hat off to them for saying,
Yeah, of
hey,
course.
you're willing to come back and finish off what it took
Yeah.
to get your degree. But so I definitely know what you mean by that. I had plenty of people that were in their 40s and 50s. in
No,
some of
but
my
what I'm saying
classes.
is, like, we're making fun of Daytona State. Like, you can literally not have a GED and still get accepted into Daytona State.
I can't see it.
If you guys are wondering why I'm not chiming into the subject, because I have a bachelor's in nursing science, and
Typical
these guys
fucking
suck.
Asian. Why you no doctor? Why you no doctor? Don't come back.
Because
Brother, Dr.
Does your dad not want you to come back home and tell your doctor?
Paging Dr.
nope. He's also a
Paging Dr.
mailman.
Retard.
Aren't you Mr. Smarty Pants?
Yeah.
Nah, this motherfucker.
Paging Dr.
And
Faggot.
here you are, Mr.
Yeah, but I got a
Murs.
nursing degree, and here I am fucking in a shop.
You know the
Working,
vans.
building
Oh, hold on,
vans.
hold on.
Building a
Hold on,
Gretchen
wait, wait,
van.
wait,
making
wait.
all the monies.
Hold up. You said you were fucking in a shop. Was that you in that porno at the shop in South Florida? He said he was fucking in a shop.
Were you one of my subscribers that downloaded that video and paid $24.99 for it?
No, I pirated it.
That was me.
No, he paid $52.99 before the part.
No, that would be Eddie.
No, we'll bought that video twice.
Once was a mistake. The other one, Chris wanted to see it.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
funny.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to us and tuning in
Yeah.
to tonight's episode.
That's okay. I mean, the thing is like we're slowly getting back to the more interesting thing. Thank you guys so much for listening again. It's been a good ride. Sean's gonna be a new addition to us, so you'll be hearing him more and more. He's the Redhead 2.0, and rip. No, you gotta say it now. Fucking rip.
Fucking rip.
But
Anyway.
it's good. But anyways, good conversation tonight, guys. I love you guys, and thank you guys for listening to us again. Sound off. My name's Will. Have a good night, vloggins.
What's up, Skins?
Yo quiero,
Eddie,
yo quiero.
signing off. You guys have a good night.
Make
John.
sure to like, comment, subscribe, everybody.
Let us
Jonathan.
know what you think. If you have another topic you want us to
Jonathan.
talk about next week or next episode,
Yeah.
let us know.
Jonathan, give us the anime sound off.
Yo quiero.
Thank you.